TF2's history, many changes were made to its weapons. Nerfs, buffs, balancing and changes all around. Sometimes it was well accepted, and sometimes it wasn't very much appreciated, just like in many other games. But there's always an overpowered weapon, and we're going to look through the top 5 imbalanced, overpowered TF2 weapons. So get a snack, a treat, some poison, whatever, and enjoy! Number 5. The Vaccinator. Yeah, it's overpowered. Don't judge. You'll see why. The Vaccinator is a very underappreciated medigun, because using it is not all that simple. It was added back on December 20th, 2012, the Mecha update. Got nerfed twice and remained unpopular ever since. It used to be able to block crit damage just by healing a teammate. Used to. Now you have to use a charge to do that, so it wasn't stripped of the ability completely. Here are some of the weapon's stats as of today. Build zoom is 67% faster than a regular minigun. Contains every 25% a mini charge, having 4 poppable charges, each lasting 2.5 seconds. A total of 10 seconds and a full pop, lasting 2 seconds longer than the normal Uber. You can even pop all 3 shields together to give your healing target global protection of all the resistances it offers. It has a slow overheal rate, so it builds its charges even faster than a normal medigun, regardless of the already added speed. So your teammate doesn't even have to damage himself that much to help build its charges. Why is the weapon OP? Well, let me tell you. First of all, no headshots. No random crits or crit streak goober can hurt you, making you take minimal damage, ensuring higher survivability. Only melee crits and backstabs can hurt you. So imagine this, a sniper equipped with a Razorback plus a pocket Vaccinator medic. It's utopia. No backstab will instantly kill you, no headshots piercing your skull, no annoying soldier or scout to solo you out. A heavy medic combo? Ha! That's for old people. Sniper and pocket Vaccinator medics. That's the new meta. Unlimited power. Number 4. Your Eternal Reward. This is a killing machine. Your Eternal Reward was added back in September 30th, 2010 in the Man Economy update. Old times. Before that damn nerf, there was a certain set for Spy that reduced the Dead Ringer's decloaked sound volume to minimum, making you completely silent. But a few years ago, Valve had enough, so it was removed. But that's old news. It's still great today. Every kill you perform is silent, not mentioned in the kill feed and unheard. Quite a nice perk. You can't disguise manually as you would normally do as a spy. Well, there's an exploit to bypass that. With this one amazing perk by our side, we can go on larger killing sprees than a normal spy, because every backstab makes us disguise as the one we just killed, giving us the ability to keep going while disguised. Getting the first kill is the main challenge, as going around undisguised will make you an easy kill. But that exploit I mentioned earlier, well, you can just disguise with a normal knife, and while your disguise is being applied, you can just pick up your Eternal Reward and keep the disguise. Simple, useful, and overpowered. Number 3. The Widowmaker. The Widowmaker was added at August 18th, 2011, the Nanotechnology Bundle update. At first, the weapon seemed useless. Every shot you fire takes 60 metal. Since the damage you deal comes back as metal, if you cause less than 60 damage or miss, you'll run out of metal in 3 to 4 shots. Not easy. But eventually, the weapon was buffed. Now, only 30 metal is consumed per shot, which made this gun to be a whole lot more useful. So now, you only need to deal 30 or more damage to not lose and even gain more metal. Profitable. You never have to reload, never having to stop shooting. You even deal 10% more damage, but that's only if your sentry is currently targeting the enemy you're shooting at. But that's a pretty useless, although interesting perk. If you have a consistent aim, this gun is just for you. Functions just like the normal shotgun, but without ever having to reload. The potential this gun has is very promising. You can kill a heavy and continue shooting the enemies around without ever having to stop. Missing is not a big deal, as 30 metal can be easily recovered. At point blank, you deal 90 damage. With these stats, you are able to deal huge amounts of damage very rapidly without ever having to stop. Since each hit is more metal, it means you have more ammo for the guns, thus making you unstoppable, with plenty of metal for a good teleporter, dispenser and sentry. Number 2. The Kritzkrieg. April 29, 2008. The Gold Rush update is shipped. A happy day for all DPS players, as their favorite healer just got an amazing medigun. With a full Uber that builds 10% faster, later buffed to 25, you will be able to deal huge amounts of damage for a few good seconds, being able to break other teams' formation with ease. The Kritzkrieg was not buffed or nerfed after 2009, making its use constant and well known in competitive and casual play. To make it more simple, a fast Uber that makes you have a 100% chance to deal critical damage for 8 seconds, which can lead to a strong push and an easy victory. For example, with a good demoman, you can crush an entire team with 2 to 3 stickies. A game changer, a rage maker. There are weapons to counter such powerful pushes, but in pubs it's more common to see profanities and rage than reason or a little well-played command. Fucking moron, crits I'll tell you. Instead of taking the Vaccinator backup banner. Indeed, a great support medigun. The best way to counter the Kritzkrieg? Well, it's to use one, or to use the backup banner. Good luck. Before we reach number 1, some honorable mentions. The third degree. This weapon is the only one in the game that does not have any negative effects, only positive. It works just like any other pyro melee weapon, but if you hit an enemy that is currently being healed by a medic, the medic will be hit too. That's amazing, considering Valve is always strict about balance. And also, the Southern Hospitality, a great anti-spy wrench. You can't cause any critical damage, but the added bleed effect is great for tracking spies. After hitting a spy once, or any enemy, he will stop bleeding, making the spy's invisibility irrelevant. It also deals pretty good damage, 65 per hit and 40 bleed damage over time. That's a total of 105 damage from one hit. That's really good, and again, very underappreciated weapon. And now, number 1, the Battalion's backup banner. In our opinion, this is the most overpowered weapon. Trumpet, horn, instrument, item, whatever. The Battalion's backup banner was added back in September 30th, 2010, the Man Economy update. It was buffed several times, leading to these beautiful stats. After dealing 600 damage to the enemy, you can use the banner. You get an extra 20 HP while having it equipped, which makes it so much more useful, increasing your overall HP to 330, giving you the ability to survive a crit sticky or pipe. While active, you give full crit immunity to yourself and the teammates around you for 10 seconds. This is perfect for a counter push against the Kritzkrieg. Also, while active, you receive 35% less damage from enemies, which is greater than the charging charge's 30% damage reduction, and also 50% less damage from sentries. All this means that you are able to make amazing pushes, while you and your team take a lot less damage, or counter push defend against the Kritzkrieg. No crits can stop you, no headshot can surprise you, and no sentries can make you pull back. It's as if the teammates around you have a buff charging charge shield equipped, but without being able to charge, of course. Useful to the next level! Those were our picks for TF2's top 5 most overpowered weapons. This is valid for as long as there are no new buffs, nerfs to the weapons that matter. We hope that you use these weapons for yourself and your team, being useful and strong. And just to clarify, this video is based on our opinion. Of course, a weapon is as strong as the player using it. Not only the stats make a weapon good. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and a comment to let us know what you think. Subscribe for more, and farewell.